Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Just a ring logo with some interactive fill tool built into it. And this is the shape we're going after right here. So I'm going to take a 10-inch circle. I'm going to make it 10 inches. And I'm going to hit P, put it center page, which really doesn't matter in this case. I'm going to go to Effects and Contour. I want to contour something evenly. So I'm going to do 5 rings at a 1/2 inch. Now you need to go and break the contour apart. Don't really have to. I would make them all black and then go ahead and Control G to group it. Now, because we're going, well, I'll just show you. It's not really centerable to do this. So we're going to have to center it later. We're going to Control D, alternate C, and make sure you move your rotation to the quadrant. And we're going to rotate it 72 degrees. And then Control D, Control D, Control D. Now, that's a 5-sided odd-up, so it's not really centerable. I'm going to Control G and group it, and I'm going to show you how far it is off. If we bring any, you know what, we don't really have to center it. I'm going to bring in some indexing lines. I've got them turned off. Put it in the center, and see it's just a little bit off because of the 5-sided. So we could just move it till it clicks to the center. A lot easier, and because I've got it grouped, I'm actually going to bring this in to kind of remind me, whoop, well, that wouldn't be bad having it small. But it's really pretty straightforward. Take your Smart Fill tool. I'm going to do a blue this time. And I'm going to get the very first ring. And then I'm going to go down and then come this way. Now, there's a lot of ways you could finish this, but you can't go, too far. You're going to mess into the next next part. Well, you know what? We're going to have room. Let's just try that. But this is where you've got to really make sure you fill in everything. And, it doesn't really matter on the line. That's going to work. Doesn't really matter on the line spacing. That'll look pretty good. So then go to the second line, and just go to that same progress. And then go down, making sure that that still looks like a curve and that you don't have to fill that in. And we're going to go right next to it. Now, this is where you need to, no, you don't. It's perfect. Normally, you might have to fill in that, if you're a little bit off. Now, I like to weld it later. So I'm going to just move this thing out of the way. And I don't like to weld when it's a color, especially with this many lines. So I'm going to left click, right click, and see all the lines. I've got it all selected. I'm going to weld it. It's not going to do them all. This is probably the safest way to do it, is just to go ahead and virtually segment these lines away. Now we want these two, well, you could do it all one piece. I'm going to go ahead and make that blue. But then I'm going to make the other one just a light blue, and I won't mess with the interactive fill tool. Now, because we're in the center of the page, I'm going to go ahead and take away the outline by right-clicking. Control G to group, Control D to duplicate, and because I'm working, I can go alternate C, or I could just move it there. And now we're going to rotate. Let me get this out of the way. We're going to rotate it 72 degrees. Control D, 144. Control D, Control D. I like it with the points in the middle, but you can change that and not have that. Let's take away the indexing line so it shows up a little better. Let's take this out of the way. Let's bring our black box in further. That looks pretty good. Interactive field might really show that off a little more. Anyway, just a little fun project. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.